Hey everybody, I'm happy to see you guys, and today we're gonna talk about international and even interracial dating. So, uh, I've been asked these questions before, but it was interesting because I feel like I'm not really, I can talk maybe a little bit about US, but since I didn't have that experience in Ukraine, I can't really say things from my point of view. So, um, would you like to share your experience?
Sure. Well, hello again. My name is Judah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been living in Ukraine for about 2 years now, and wow.
You're
I
only
will.
studying, right? You don't have time
Yeah.
to date anyway.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think all guys will try to find time for girls, but yeah, my situation right now, study is probably like my number one right now.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, yeah, Ukraine has some one of the most beautiful women in the world. I will say that. Yeah, and my experience
That's
with
true.
yes, yes. My experience with like dating here, first of all, I'm not a big dater to be honest. Anywhere, I'm not a big dater, but I do like to go out with
Mm-hmm.
girls and have a good time. So like my experience with, mm, I think a lot of girls are very afraid to talk to a foreigner. Let me put it like that. Any an Indian, an African, an American,
Mm-hmm.
just anybody that doesn't look like them. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
So to find a girl that really wants to meet you, it takes a while. It takes a while like to speak on what they call V contact. That's what they have here. Like it's like
Mm-hmm.
their social media here. You have to talk to them. You have to be friendly because they're not. I noticed a lot of people in Ukraine are not really open like we are in the U.S. They're not really I don't know, flamboyant. Let me use that word, flamboyant.
Mm-hmm.
They're very conservative. So yeah, you have to show that you're friendly, that you're nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to approach them like a lot more than like they approach me or my brother or someone else. But when you do find a girl that's really open, I noticed that most of the girls that are really open, they already know English. Let me put it like that. So
Mm-hmm.
girls that really don't know English, they're really conservative. So yeah, when you're at the club and you want try and pick up a girl, you better know the language because not all of them know English. So
Mm-hmm.
let me put it
And
like
I
that.
think, I would like to make a point here that, some people would listen to this and think, oh my gosh, these people are terrible. They are like so racist and they're like not friendly. But the thing is, it was our culture, guys. We were a closed country for so many years.
Yeah,
And back in time, we actually have a lot of students from Africa, but marriages were not allowed. It's not about even, it has nothing to do with the race. It has to do with that you can't marry a foreigner. And I think, that old thinking that, you should only stay in your comfort zone, you should only, marry people, even in our countries, like Georgians marrying Georgians, Azerbaijani, are trying to make to, marry their, their culture. So it's been very closed. And sometimes when people, I think people, a lot of people just afraid because you're so
yeah,
different. And
exactly.
yes, I mean, a lot of people, like you said, once you made a contact, they will invite you to their home, they will make a meal for you. Am I correct?
Yeah, in fact, that's a really cool thing you said because Pascha, what they do here, Easter. Yeah, one of my good friends, his sister invited me over for Pascha, and it was a great experience. Yeah, it was a really great experience just to meet the family because they
Uh-huh.
actually like once you get to know a lot of Ukrainians, they treat you really well. They treat you with respect. They just don't know. They really don't know how our culture. They're just I don't want to say ignorant because they're not ignorant. They just
Which is,
unknowing. Let me put it like they're unknowing. That's what it is. They're unknowing. So you have to explain what's going on, what my culture does. Yeah, it's a really cool experience to interact with other people, interact with other women.
mhm.
Yeah, and another thing I realized, um, a lot of women they get pregnant really young here. Like they get married really
Yes,
really
I
young here.
know. That's
Yes,
true. Yes.
like in fact, one of my group mates, she's in well, not my group, she's like in a different group of mine, but she's I think 19 and she's already married and about to have a child, and
Mhm.
I think that's wonderful. Like she's already ready to have a child and everything, but it's just that's a different world. That's a different type of world for me.
Yeah, it used to be, I mean, it used to be even more like back in time, I would say like 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, it was, everybody was like when you are like 25, like you're kind of like an old
Mhm.
bride or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but it was funny because when I came to US, I really messed it up for a couple of times because, I would be on the playground with my son and I would talk
Mhm.
to other kid and I would say, "Oh, go say hi to your grandma." And and I would be a mom.
Yes.
And it's so terrible because I think some women, a lot of women here, they take their career and wait till they make
Mhm.
money,
Mhm.
just don't have the family on the list and they do it. So I think I had it 3 times and after that I stopped saying before I know what's happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So I like the way you describe it. It's really interesting because a lot of controversy going on. I watched
Mhm.
one of the if any one of you knows Philko. I think everybody knows Philko. He got the videos. He had a story there about how he was a little afraid. He was in a small city. He wanted to get some workout protein,
Mhm.
and like he was kind of going to the store, thinks they're gonna treat him terribly because it's very close and stuff. And it was somewhere in Russia, I think, or maybe Ukraine, but and he was like coming there and they were like, "Oh my gosh, holy crap." They got excited because all the guys, a lot of guys who advertise the protein drink and workouts, kind of look like him, so they
Yeah.
actually made him a discount.
Yeah. That's funny because I think that also happened to me because I went to go buy protein also, and they didn't give me any discount, but yeah, they were just like they were pointing at the picture and looking at me, and
Oh yes.
they didn't think I knew Ukrainian, and so yeah, they were just pointing. I was like, Pokoji, 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 which means like it's similar. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's really.
you know,
Hmm.
I think for many people it's kind of fun, exotic, and like
Hmm.
unknown. And um, a lot of people are following, of course, the American movies, because America has their way of, how to say this, great marketing. Everyone knows American actors.
Yes,
So
like.
when they, when they know that from you're from US, or even if it's just like really exotic. It's the same if I would go to India to some
Hmm.
island where there are no tourists.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly.
That might be a thought. I actually
Exactly.
had a friend. She traveled to India, and she's told me that the people were like circling her, like
Oh, yes, yes.
just
You know,
because she was different.
I play guitar also, so yeah, sometimes they'll ask me to play at certain bars, and there's just a big crowd because they're not used to seeing different types of styles. They had a reggae night. Oh, that's probably one of the best nights here I had in Ukraine
Oh,
because there's just so many people experience a different style of music, and music is such a universal language. Everyone understands music because that's what I love about music. So
mm-hmm.
yeah, it was just a great time. Everyone was happy. There was no like differences in skin
I
color.
see.
Everybody was just like just one, just having a good time. That's what I really like about music. So that's why I continue to play music here also.
This is so true. You know what I've noticed even in US, that when there is a group of people and they're doing something exciting, either that's a
Hmm.
work project or a game, nobody is thinking about difference in cultures or religions or skin colors.
Exactly.
And we're having fun. But then if
Hmm.
in a group we started to like, for example, the group I know, we just discussing the race just for the discussion and saying different opinions and problems, I noticed how immediately the atmosphere in a group changes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Even
Hmm.
here in US we're starting to think, and I think the less we think about this BS, the more fun we can have.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's just really interesting. And the funny thing is, there is a reason why God made us all different. Like,
Yeah,
imagine if everybody just looked the same.
the same. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh, it was so boring. I would
Yes,
die.
that's so.
Yeah, and the
That'd
thing
be.
is, everyone see beauty the same.
Hmm.
I mean, in a different way. Everybody see beauty in totally different way.
Hmm.
So, but I've noticed that too. I'm just saying that even here, like I have, a group of people that I enjoy, and when we play, we have a lot of times, and we talk about the politics or any problems. and it's like, eh. It's like, you know. So,
Yeah.
would you give any advice, or actually you just did, but is there anything else that you would like um, give some advice to people who maybe thinking do the same?
Well, if you're a let me put it like this: if you're a person of color, like myself, and if you want to try and interact with the Ukrainian girls, you just have to accept. Sometimes you have to be accepting of rejection because that's going to happen wherever you are. And not many of they grew up with the custom of you have to look like the person has to look like you, or they have to speak the same. You have to be from the place. They have to be from the same place. You have to speak the same language. You have to have the same skin color because their parents. They grew up with their parents, and knowing that
Exactly.
yeah, that they're always going to be the same, and not a lot of parents are approving of that here. I noticed that not a lot of the parents like Arabic people here. They're not really used to that because how the media portrays a lot of Arabic people, how the media portrays black people. It's a lot of the media that makes things how they are in certain areas. For example, like most people will ask me, like, let me give, like, how can I give a good example? Uh, hmm. Let me put it like this: just the media, sometimes like will portray like a black person as, oh, he's a gangster. Let me put like he's a gangster or
Okay.
something. Yeah, exactly. And dude, I'm not a gangster. I couldn't hurt anyone. I'm a lover, to be honest. I'm a lover.
Yeah,
So
I know
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's another bad thing. So like when somebody from Ukraine sees an American televised thing of how black people are gangsters, or how they see Chicago as one of the most deadliest places in the world because all the black people there are bad. That's how they perceive some. That's how they perceive us as when we come to Ukraine. So sometimes have to be acceptable of rejection, and it's not your fault. It's completely not your fault. It's just how they've been brought up or how the media has portrayed you. So yeah, you just have to accept rejection. Another thing what I would say is try and be interested in their culture. Try and be
Mhm.
interested in what they're doing. Try their vareniki and borscht. Try that. Yeah,
That's
that's.
food. So you like Ukrainian food, right?
Oh my gosh, Ukrainian food. Vareniki, that's my favorite. Vareniki is miasum. Oh my gosh,
It's
it's
like
so good.
ravioli with meat, and also we have
Yeah.
borscht. It's like a very special. When I say people, when I tell people beet soup, they were like, but it's delicious.
Yes, it's very good. It's very healthy. I will say that the obesity rate here is very, very small. You
Yeah.
guys are very active people, very, very active people. In fact, I lost a lot of weight since I came here. A
hmm
lot of weight.
Because we don't add, and our food is rich. I mean, it has some
Yeah.
calories, but those are some good calories, that you can burn. Like
hmm
they don't, not so much junk food.
Yeah.
It's pretty
hmm
much made from scratch. A lot of stuff.
hmm
Do you go to Puzata Hata? Do
No,
you
what
have
is?
Puzata Hata?
No, no, no.
Oh, it's in Ukraine, man. It's a country restaurant in Ukraine.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
I had to try that.
That and it's also like affordable. It's like a chain restaurant, but it's all it's kind of all homemade. They buy the stuff in villages, and
Wow.
it's like, yeah, it's called like a pot belly house. Puzata
Uh-huh.
Hata. It's, oh my gosh.
I'll def
Just
I'll
thinking about it.
definitely try
I'm so jealous. I'm so envious because I miss the food. Like when I come to Ukraine, like nothing can stop me.
that.
Seriously, my mom was like, "Do you like starve in United States or something?" I'm like, "No, it's just different.
Mhm.
It's just
Well,
food."
I want to ask you what would be your one of your favorite American foods, I guess. Dishes.
um, I don't know. What is American food?
That's actually a really good question. That's a really good question.
Yeah, I don't eat junk food. I don't eat junk food. So I mean I like steaks. Like when they make a steak dinner,
Okay.
with stuff. But I like the barbecue stuff. I like the grilled stuff. But I basically cook our food, like our Ukrainian food at home.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's. Oh, you have to invite me sometime because that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Well, you have like 6 months where you are there for 6 months, right?
Yeah, 6 months, my first semester, and then I'm planning to go to England. Yeah, I always go to England in the winter. It's very nice there. I
Yeah,
like,
no, it's beautiful. It's like very sophisticated.
yeah, exactly. And their accents are just, I like
Oh,
their.
I know.
Hmm.
I love English accent too.
Hmm.
So, you love the food. You know, people ask me about the food, but how do you explain the food when you have to try it?
Yes, yeah, you just have to try it.
Yes, there is no
It,
way to explain it.
yeah,
Do you
very,
like
very.
all the salads and all the dishes? You know, like we have so many, like I don't know how to explain this.
It's funny because what you guys call salad here is not what we call salad
I
in the
know,
U.S.
I know.
Because I was in the restaurant, I said, "You have salad," and they bring out what we call coleslaw. Coleslaw. It's
Uh-huh,
like the mayonnaise and all that
uh-huh,
stuff. Yeah, I'm like, "What is this? I didn't ask for this."
uh-huh.
Yeah, and
Yeah, you
mhm.
call that because you know we have Olivier and you have potato salad.
Yeah,
Our
exactly.
salad is better. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Do
I'm
you?
not even a fan of potato salad.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, it's so guys, if you want to try Ukrainian food, you have to go there because how do you explain the food? You can't explain it.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't really explain it.
What would you recommend in a ways of clothing? Because you know that our people pay more attention to how they look.
Yes. Oh, I will say you guys dress very European. Let me put it like that. With tight clothes, tight
Mm-hmm.
shirts, yeah, tight shirts, and then in the winter you guys have these husky coats with the fur and everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I noticed a lot of girls they like to wear high heels. I noticed that a lot.
Yes.
High
Yes.
heels and yeah, that I think girls they have such a big impression. They try to make a huge impression. So like they really like even in like class, I'll come to class in like sweatpants or something because that's
You're
my American
American.
style. Yeah, I'm too tired to get all dressed and everything. And these girls they come to class looking like A1 models. I'm like, come on, this is anatomy class. What are you doing? Yeah, so like.
It's a cultural thing, you know. It's not that they even think about it, like you just said. Like you don't think about you put your sweatpants. It's a cultural thing. Like I used to get up like 2 hours early when I was in
Oh my
school.
God.
Yes, and I would
Mhm.
do my hair. I would put nice clothes. It's just, you know, it's like ingrained in you since you're a kid.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
noticed
think
that.
twice about it.
Yeah, and I was showing my friends my like some pictures from my prom, and they were asking me, Judah, why is your suit so baggy? I'm like, that's how we wear suits there. They're expecting me to wear like these like tight suits. Like, I'm a big guy. I go to the gym and everything. I can't wear those types of suits. You know what I'm saying?
Tailored, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I've noticed that our clothes is more fitted and more tailored.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
yeah, so it's still because it's been a while since I've been. I think it's been about 6 years or five since I've been there. So everything is the same.
Yes. I,
It's
I think I think it will take a while for for Ukraine to get how do I say this like they're really starting to pick up a lot of customs from the U.S. I noticed that a lot,
hmm
and I think it's gonna take them a while, but it's actually cool seeing like a lot of transitioning like for example the Jordan shoes. Like I would wear my Jordans out here like in the center, and people would just like be staring like, oh my gosh, he
yeah,
has Jordans. Where'd you buy this? Where'd you buy this? And they really like to see new styles. That's what I noticed that.
mhm,
It's really cool.
yes,
Get out. Sorry, my brother is is annoying.
yes. He doesn't know that we're busy here talking about important stuff. No, that's so you know that's true because the sports stuff. Everybody in Ukraine and Russia want to have sports stuff from America. You know,
Exactly.
but when I came here and I was wearing like my nice fitted dress and heels, everybody would ask me like on Monday, like, "Oh, you going to a wedding or what do you have special today?" You know, like, and I was like, I wasn't even like really dressed up. I was just like casual, to my opinion, you know, and it was strange,
Mhm.
but I'm used to it now.
I mean, it's a good thing. I have no problem with them, going all out, dressing really well. I mean, they look great. I have no problem, but
hmm
it was just looking me a while for them. Like, aren't you uncomfortable? Like, don't you want to be comfortable?
No, because like I used to wear those like all day long. So
Sorry, one second. Turn it, close the door. Sorry, my brother's
Is he
he.
yeah, is he your younger brother?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
you
younger.
should beat him up after we're done.
Yeah, that's,
When I came here and I think we went to Walmart, like I had a shock, like I couldn't breathe. Like when we went to Walmart for shopping and I saw these people, big people in cars that can't
hmm
walk, and I
yeah,
saw the other side of America.
yeah. That's another thing.
So,
The obesity rate for us is just is crazy. I think it's because what we sell, fast food is is easy access. Everyone has cars. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Like here, everyone's walking. Everyone's pushing a stroller with a baby in it.
Hmm.
Like they have and that's another thing. Family time. They go out. They walk in the center. They go get ice cream together. They walk to go get ice cream. It's really cool. That's another thing I like about Ukraine. Like a lot of good family time. You know, you see families just spending time with each other in the park.
In the
Uh,
park,
yeah,
yes.
it's really cool.
It's interesting that you brought it up because when I came here and I wanted to go parks, we just go parks, just enjoying time. And I noticed that there are areas that people are jogging, but we actually sometimes we are all dressed up and we're going to the park. It's like you know, and I live like in a smaller town, near Lansing. I mean, I usually the one person that walks like.
Yeah.
No, I mean at that time there are other like few people, but
Yeah.
I've noticed like when you go to more sophisticated areas and more people they're like jogging in a sport clothing.
hmm Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
basically, it's very simple. It's just backwards.
Hmm.
Yeah. So do you think that if somebody comes to Ukraine by themselves, would you recommend to get to know some people before you do it, or just jump
Oh,
off the cliff and come?
that's a good question. I would say to get to know someone before you come here because, like I said, the language is probably one of the biggest things. The language is the biggest thing. That's what I would definitely because if I didn't have my aunt here and my agent, I think I would be extremely miserable because they really helped me a lot. So yeah, if you're coming to Ukraine, anyone, I would recommend you get to know someone before you come here. That's
Hmm.
one of the biggest things. I mean, you could probably come here and wing everything just by yourself, but I would definitely say find someone first.
Yes, and that could be um, either a friend, that's the best, and just to get to know people, to get to know companies, where you go if you stay in a hotel. Yeah, you need to make a little bit of contacts. It's best. It can save you money. It can save you confusion,
Yes.
and it's a good thing to do. I had a few people actually when I came here. I helped them to travel to Ukraine. I organized some things for them, so they were not just going to unknown.
Yes.
And I loved your point about the learning a little bit more about the culture, a little bit more about the language. So when you come, you know something.
Exactly. To be honest, like I tried to before I came to Ukraine. Yes, I was trying to learn Russian, and I
Hmm.
realized, and then when I came here, I was like, wait, these guys aren't speaking Russian. These guys are speaking like Ukrainian. So, yeah, I mean that helped me learn the language a little bit. So, yeah.
Yes, that's another question I would like to know from your perspective because I speak both.
hmm
And for me, I know that they are similar to me, but if you are a foreigner, they're probably pretty different.
Yeah, I mean, no,
If
я могу по-русски, я могу по-российски. No, it's I mean, they're very close, but then they're not very close sometimes. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So, I mean, it's gonna take you a while to differentiate which is which, because people speak. I think it's called sujik here.
Surжик, yeah.
Like they mix the languages. That really throws me off sometimes. But
Yeah, Surжик is very funny because it's not
yeah,
Russian or Ukrainian.
yeah.
It's Surжik.
Yeah, there's no really way you can explain what sujik is unless you're here.
Yeah, Surjik is like when you from two languages you create
Like,
one that does not exist. You
exactly.
use it.
hmm Yeah, so yeah, I would say yeah, I learned Ukrainian first, and then I just picked up Russian. Like I started like using the internet, of course, because they're so similar, and then Yeah, I can speak Russian. I can speak Ukrainian. I can speak a little Polish. I can understand most of Polish because these are Slavic languages and
Yes.
they're all really similar.
Yeah, Polish is closer to Ukrainian too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, it looks like, I mean, it's all doable. It's so funny for me to, so interesting for me to, kind of look at it through your eyes, like through your experience.
hmm
It's because it's not the same when I do that, because I'm born
and
there.
and it's great because when you come back to the U.S. and you find someone that's Ukrainian or Russian or Polish and you start speaking their language and they give you like these big eyes, the best feeling. That's really the best feeling ever. Like when that happened with you, I really felt accomplished. I went to Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, and there's a lot of kids from Poland and Russia and Ukraine coming and working there for the summer. And I just be like, "Tis Vitki," and they just like, "What?" Yeah,
Especially in Ukrainian. Like,
yeah.
you started talking with me Ukrainian and I wanted to say something, but I couldn't. I was like, and I continued speaking in English. That was funny.
Mhm.
But hey, you cannot go wrong with learning a language.
Yes. Yeah. In fact, learning more languages gives you a better advantage in life, not just
Hmm.
with languages, but with like interaction with other people. That's another
Hmm.
thing.
You know, I would just say that if you are a good person, if you're polite, like, when you came to me at the gym, like, you were like very polite, and I felt like talking with you right away. I think
Mhm.
just, don't feel responsible like for other people. People would have judgments because we have our history. It's different. We all feel more comfortable in our little small world. So just be an outgoing person that
Yeah.
smiles, that's polite,
Yes.
and make your own story.
Yeah. Exactly. If you want to get to know someone here in Ukraine, to be honest, you just have to be yourself. You have to be
Friendly.
outgoing, friendly.
Hmm.
Put a smile on your face, even if when you don't want to. Just walk with a smile.
Hmm.
People like smiling is just one of the best things you know people can see.
Hmm.
It just makes other people feel better about themselves. When I'm walking to class and I can see a girl looking at me with the corner of her eye. I just smile and she starts smiling. And, yeah.
Yes, just bring the positive thing because people, that's like international language. you know
Exactly.
Being positive and just enjoy your experience, like enjoy yourself. Not everybody going to be your friends,
Yeah.
but again, some people you will make connections and you'll be surprised. Like, it's so different also with us because in our culture, once you broke the ice,
Yeah.
people, like, they will share money with you, they will
Yeah.
buy you food, they will make sure you're fine, they will call you, see, are you okay?
Yeah.
They will be like guarding you. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yes, I noticed here. Yeah, once you break the ice with some like Ukrainian girls or whatever,
Mhm.
they love to be they love a romantic person. You got to buy them flowers. I mean, what girl doesn't like a romantic person? But here they really take romance very very
Oh,
seriously.
thank you for saying that.
Yeah, they take it very very seriously. Like if you don't call them like tell them what you're doing. Like it's very very serious. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is so true. I miss that here. So here, it's almost like if you are a Russian girl and you're dating an American man, you basically need to teach him
Yes.
uh,
Yeah.
the romance because, but it's so much joy.
Yes.
And I was thinking, is it just me or American aren't? I mean, I'm
Yeah.
generalizing.
Mhm.
Overall, not so romantic.
Yeah.
But you can see flowers like at every corner. We don't
Yes.
wait for
Yeah.
special
Exactly.
occasion. It's just like you feel like it, you give it, and
Yes. Exactly.
it's like not even a materialistic gift. It's just
Mhm.
showing your emotions.
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
So
They're really like open guys here. You just
yes,
have exactly, and they like to be taken out. You just have to treat them
yes,
like you have to treat every girl like a queen.
yes,
But here you have to treat them like a superwoman queen of the world. That's
yes.
what I notice
Oh
here.
my
Yeah.
gosh, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
No, seriously, because I was thinking maybe I'm weird, but I'm just from. I mean, maybe I am, but I'm just from that country. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Mhm.
But I think it's worth it. But I think it's if you like that girl, I think it adds some
Oh yeah.
sweetness. And then, what would you say about our women being feminine? Like, okay, they want you to be romantic and a gentleman, but what do you get back? Do you feel like You feel good around them? Do you feel that they're feminine? How do you feel around them?
To be honest, let me put it like this: I'm 19, and I'm still really really young. I seem to attract a lot of the older women, like in their 24s and in their 23s. I don't know why, because maybe because I look old. I look older. Yeah,
Yes,
so
you do. I didn't know you were not 19.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, and sometimes I have to like I have to feel like I'm 30 when I'm with these women because I have to treat them like these are women. I'm still a teenager. These are women I'm talking to. Yeah, yeah. So
But
that's what it's really made me grow up as a person
yes.
like experiencing with a woman who are like 23, 24, 25. Yeah. So that it's been a crazy experience.
Yeah, but actually, some guys are men even when they're teens.
Yeah,
Some guys are men, and some guys are never men. They're always
yeah.
boys. So
Hmm.
take it to your advantage. You will know how to, you know, maybe at some point in life you will meet somebody you really like. So you'll be
Yeah,
prepared.
yeah. This is good training. I would say this is good training. I
Yeah,
don't
it's a
know.
good experience.
It might be a Ukrainian lady. I don't know. You
What
never know.
could you say else, about Ukrainian women except for beauty and style and romance? Is it something that you like and you would like enjoy, like the feminine
Oh,
side, the supportive side, the friendly
mm,
side? Is there any other traits that you appreciate about Ukrainian women?
wow. I let me start like this. Women are such a caring. They just have like this caring spirit in them. So, and with Ukrainian girls they just like they care for you on another level. Like it is so crazy. It is really crazy. I had my appendix removed and all of a sudden, I didn't even tell most of them that I'm sick or I'm in the hospital. They found out of nowhere because I didn't call I didn't have my number or I didn't have their number, and they just found out and they came to the hospital and all of a sudden I see like oh they're just coming in bringing food for me, making sure I'm okay, and they're just really very very caring, very very caring, and oh yeah, and they cook really well. They cook very very well.
Yeah, that's so cool that you're saying this because I've got a comment. I was telling to guys that if you want to win a Ukrainian or Russian lady, you do need to be kind of 50s, 40s style gentleman. You have
Yeah.
to do those beautiful things because that's how we were raised. But it's really worth it because, and I'm so happy to hear that from you, because our women are really caring. They very almost like to self-sacrifice, like they would.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So
Hmm.
that's so wonderful to hear that.
Yeah.
That they will take care of you. You are showing up as a man, as a
Hmm.
gentleman, but they will take care of you in their feminine ways.
Hmm. Exactly. Exactly.
Kind of warm you up, take
Hmm.
care of you. Make sure you feel good, kind of soothe you.
Yeah.
So that is still going on.
Hmm. Yes. And I will say, and like I said before, all women are very caring, but yeah, Ukrainian women they're on another level of caring. Like it's
You
it's
know,
it's amazing. Yeah.
American women overall. I'm not saying there are some awesome families that are teams taking care of each other, but I think all that like feminism and stuff like that. I think over time just made a difference that they care, but they're not gonna go out of their way to
Oh yeah.
make you borscht if you're
Yeah,
sick.
and another thing is you don't even have to be in a relationship with them. That's another
Yeah.
thing. Like they're just really really good friends. Like they're
Hmm.
also like that. You know.
Awesome. That's so interesting to hear because I got some pissed off guys letters saying that you only think about artificial thing. All you need is like materialistic stuff, and why is that? It's guys because it's a different culture, and you do different things, but you also get very different things from that culture in return. And it's not even a trade. It just if
Yeah.
the person likes you, they will do it naturally.
Yes. 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 Hmm.
It's good for you if you know how to treat them well and be a good man, but people just do it naturally.
Yes. Yes.
And I do love that too. So, wow, that was a good long interview.
Yeah. Yeah. A good hour.
Yeah, I know you. No, actually, I think actually both of them. Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm glad I had very special guest that can give you a perspective, not just me saying things
Hmm.
out of my head.
Hmm.
Is there any last words you want to say, Judah?
Well, like I said, if you want to come to Ukraine, you have someone if you want to talk to. Maybe she'll put my Facebook in the link or my V contact if anybody wants to speak with me. So it was nice seeing you all. It was nice talking with you, Veronica.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you giving time and sharing. Thank you. And have a great day, everybody.